Day. Welcome to Anne's Wonderful Words of Wisdom on Wednesday, talking about specialized knowledge. And the question for you today is, how do you specialize your knowledge? We're talking about the principle of success espoused by Napoleon Hill, entitled Specialized Knowledge. And the question really begins to speak to, what do you do in your skill set that is specialized, not just in a specialized area of your craft, but also what industry have you specialized your knowledge in? Napoleon Hill tells us that basically there are two types of knowledge. One is general, yes, and the other is specialized. So, how do you specialize your knowledge? Well, from reading this book, over the years, I began to realize that I have received a number of degrees in general education, an undergraduate degree in accounting, a master's in finance, but it's general. And the more I read, the more I realized that by specifically identifying a craft, such as construction for me, and also an industry. And then once I said an industry, it opened up the world of different industries, which I did not realize. In my area of expertise, there's the industry of transportation, aviation, healthcare, water, water utilities, transit. I could go on and on. But what about you? What are you niching to be richer in your specialized knowledge, but also in your specialized industry of your craft? I read a story in Think and Grow Rich when Andrew Carnegie asked uh, 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 Charles Schwab, right, about the fact that, he told him, he said, listen, I don't know very much about steel. What I know is about people. I don't know about the manufacturing and marketing of steel. I'm sorry, this is Andrew Carnegie talking to Napoleon Hill. And Hill said, but what do you know? He said, I know about people. But his industry was steel. His expertise was selling people on his ideas. And so the more I read this book, I continued to read about the story between Charles Schwab and Andrew Carnegie, where Charles Schwab convinced Carnegie to sell his interests. Now, specialized knowledge for your area of expertise. Are you using it to make money? So to come back to this story of Charles Schwab, as the more I read the story, I said, well, Charles Schwab did a after dinner $1 billion speech. And all of a sudden I said to myself, well, why can't I do the same thing? And I'm asking you, why can't you do the same thing? So I created a $1 billion luncheon from reading this specialized knowledge area and utilizing the 6 steps to riches to create billions of dollars of opportunities for my client from my client's client. You'll get that later. The point and question for you today is this, in Anne's Wonderful Words of Wisdom. How do you specialize your knowledge for money to ensure you're adding such great value to your client and your client's client? That's my question for you today. I can get a little animated because I'm so very excited about this subject, because I help entrepreneurial women with this principle of specialized knowledge to go to the next level in their life and also in their business. But you must niche to be rich. All right. I think there's enough of that. As you can tell, I am very excited about this philosophy and also these principles, because I do believe that it will change lives. It changed mine, and it might change yours too. All right. So until next time, thank you for listening to Anne's Wonderful Words of Wisdom on Wednesday, talking about specialized